This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com, bringing you all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for 10% off any order of $75 or more.
Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you a video for my picks of January 2013. Basically, if you're not familiar with the My Pick series, it consists of me picking out a handful of different shoes that I found myself really enjoying, or shoes that I found myself coming back to that perhaps release a little bit later. Because like I said, I'm always reviewing soccer shoes, the latest and greatest, so I'm not really wearing the same pair for a long amount of time. Try to get like 10 to 15 hours in each individual pair and then generally move on. But again, like I said, sometimes I go back to certain pairs, or sometimes I just like to highlight some of the stuff that I'm currently testing that I really enjoy. So that's really what the My Pick series is about. I started a few months ago, it went away, I apologize for that, but I'm going to try and put them out consistently every month now. So if you do enjoy the My Pick series, be sure to support the video with a like, and let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my picks, if there's something else that you would have included. I'm always interested in hearing your opinions, especially because there have been so many new releases in the last couple of months or so. As far as my picks for January 2013, I have 4 individual shoes, although it's kind of only 3 different models. Very similar as well, but honestly all very good soccer shoes. They are obviously the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9. I have the 2 variations here, the upper variations. This one is the metallic platinum colorway that has the faux leather finish. And then of course the Fireberry colorway that has the speed control dimpling. I have unboxing videos for all of these shoes, so if you do want to check them out, I will leave annotations on screen just right above them or below them. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them yet. And then of course I have the Under Armour Blur Carbon 3 new release. It's actually in stock now. I know a lot of you guys were asking when it was going to come out. There was no official release date confirmed, but if you go ahead and click the link in the description to the review page on my website, they are currently available. I will have buy it now links there with some really good prices, as well as an exclusive SR4U coupon code. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. And then of course the last one I have here is the Asics DS Lite X-Fly K, which is one of the new speed boots from Asics in the kangaroo leather upper variation. So if we start off just to talk about a little bit about each of these models, we start off with the Vapor 9, arguably going to be one of the most popular shoes of 2013. For many reasons, the Mercurial series all has been really popular, but I have to say that I'm a really big fan of the Vapor 9s this time around in both upper variations. I know there's a ton of confusion about which one you should go for. A lot of people are arguing that the Vapor 9 hasn't changed enough from the Vapor 8, and I've made the same argument over and over again, is that they don't need to change something that's already good. They've tweaked it, and I think they've done some really solid tweaks, and overall made a shoe that is arguably improved, especially in terms of fit. But I really like the Vapor 9, like I said, in both upper variations. I've explained the differences before. Obviously, this one has that faux leather finish as opposed to the speed control dimpling. And again, there is a little bit of a difference in feel, but it's not all that major. Honestly, either or I can go for. It really doesn't matter. They both offer too similar of a feel for me to have a preference over one. But it does have that newer Tahitian synthetic that's a little bit thicker than what you got on the Vapor 8, a little bit more cushioned, I find, and personally I really like that. I like the feel of the super thin upper on the Vapor 8, but for me this just has a more solid touch on the ball, which is something that I personally prefer. And then of course the metallic platinum colorway, for whatever reason, there's really no explanation here, has the 1 layer of glass fiber in the forefoot as opposed to 2 all the way through, just like the dimpled versions have. I don't know if that's going to change in the future. I don't know if this is going to be the only faux leather finish version that we'll see. Again, I really can't give you all that much information simply because I don't know. One thing that I noticed as far as differences go that I didn't notice right away is if you look at the liner on the inside, there's partly gray here, that metallic platinum, and then it kind of has a seam going all the way through, and it turns into that Volt green color, as you guys can see. But if you look at the dimpled version, or the speed control version, it just has a black liner going all the way through. There's actually no stitch at all, which is somewhat unusual. The construction of the inside of the shoe obviously appears to be a little bit different. But again, in terms of actually being something that you can feel, no real preference there. I can't really tell a difference. And as far as having 1 layer of glass fiber or 2 in the forefoot, that's another difference that's, like, to me doesn't really mean anything. There's no difference in feel that at least I notice. But that's pretty much it about the Vapor 9. I do have a full review for the dimpled version if you want to check that out. Again, there will be a link in the description to the review page on my website. Still working on the review for the faux leather finish one. The next shoe I have here, a lot of you guys may be surprised with. It is the Under Armour Blur Carbon 3, and I have to say this is a shoe that really surprised me. I'm incredibly happy with the quality here, and a lot of you guys are probably asking yourselves or asking me, why am I choosing Under Armour shoes? Under Armour is not necessarily known for their soccer shoes. They've been in the business for a few years now, but have yet to produce anything that's honestly been all that fantastic. But the Under Armour Blur Carbon 3 is honestly one of those shoes that I think is going to put Under Armour on the map. It is a fantastic quality shoe in terms of all aspects. I'm still working on the full review. I want to have it up in the next couple of days. So if you're watching this video a few days after it goes up, go ahead and check out the review page down below in the description. You're going to find that full review because I want to have it up as soon as possible. In the meantime, if you want to check that out, like I said, the buy it now links will be there, as well as the high quality images if you want to get a better idea of the details on this guy. But just to highlight a few main features on here that I personally really like, it is that upper. It's a look what appears to be a single layer, very thin microfiber synthetic, nice and soft, very close touch on the ball, which is something I'm a big fan of. It has a nice coating about it too. There's a little bit of like tackiness to the upper that gives you a little bit of extra grip on the ball that I'm a big fan of. And I just really like how clean and open this kind of instep is. It's really, really open. There's no interference at all. And like I said, you get a very clean touch on the ball. You have this very odd kind of lacing system. Reminds me of the Air Zoom Total 93 from Nike, for those of you guys that can remember that far back. Very similar lacing system, but like I said, does a really good job. Has no actual tongue, it kind of just rolls over all the way, and for that reason it fits really, really well. Under Armour did a good job with the shape on this shoe, and it just works tremendously well, better than I expected it to work. And then of course you have this chrome panel on the outside, which to me seemed a little bit strange. It doesn't seem as nice of a synthetic as this orange section on the shoe, but after using the shoe it really all makes sense. All the elements of this boot really come together and just produce a really high quality soccer shoe. This thicker synthetic you have here is there for the simple fact of changing direction. It's a little bit stiffer, so you have a harder wall to push off of when you're actually pushing to change direction to the inside or the outside or whatever you're doing there. And it actually makes a lot of sense because realistically you're not making too many touches with this part of your foot, so it's not really necessary to have a super thin, super soft synthetic on this particular side of the shoe. Then of course you have that carbon fiber lateral wing that extends to this carbon fiber shank running through the forefoot, and then of course the heel of the shoe. Like I said in the unboxing video I have of this, it's incredibly stiff, one of the stiffest carbon fiber midfoot shanks I've ever seen on a soccer shoe, and it performs really, really well. It's a combination of obviously carbon fiber here, then you have that P-Bax plastic running through the forefoot. Very, very flexible. Very interesting traction pattern on here that again just works really, really well. They're dubbing this shoe as the ultimate direction changing machine, and it definitely is that. I actually made a video where I kind of tested some of the direction changing on this shoe in a kind of slow motion video. So if you want to check that out, if you didn't see that already, I'll leave an annotation on screen. And then of course you have this carbon fiber lateral wing acting as like a support for this sidewall when you are pushing off. So there's basically no rollover in the upper whatsoever, which again I explained in that video, but for the most part this is a fantastic shoe. And then the one thing that I really love about all the Under Armour boots is that 4D foam insole. Provides some tremendous cushioning and just makes this a very, very comfortable shoe, even though it is only about 6 ounces or so. So very, very lightweight, but still very comfortable. Then the last shoe I have on this list is the Asics DS Lite X-Fly K. The X-Fly is available in both synthetic and kangaroo leather models. Obviously I have the kangaroo leather model here, hoping to get the synthetic one in very, very soon. And the full review for this guy just went up, so if you do want to check that out, get some more details on this shoe, go ahead and check that out. Again, the link will be down below in the description. On that same review page you're going to find, like I said, the high quality images as well as the buy it now link, so go ahead and check that out. As far as what I would sum up the X-Fly K to be, it's kind of like a classic leather soccer shoe, very high quality kangaroo leather, but it has a more lightweight construction. There's lots of lightweight leather soccer shoes like the F50 Adizero that honestly don't provide what I would call a classic touch. Even the Mizuno Morelia Neo I would lump in with the Adizero. But something like this, the entire upper is made out of a super high quality kangaroo leather. Seriously, the leather on this shoe is nicer than, I would say, 90% of the kangaroo leather shoes out there on the market. Seriously, it's that good. If you've ever worn an Asics product before for soccer, I realize it's not super popular in North America, but when you get to like Australia and stuff, it's super popular over there, and for good reason. It's a fantastic quality soccer shoe, and if you're looking for something that's going to provide that truly traditional classic touch on the ball with a nice high quality leather upper, but you still want that kind of lightweight construction that you can get from some of the speed boots nowadays, you're going to get that from the Asics DS Lite X-Fly K. It's just that good of a soccer shoe. Like I said, you have a very high quality kangaroo leather upper. You have a strange cut here in the heel area, but it really does a good job of locking everything in place. You have a full suede heel liner, tons of extra padding in there, and it's just a super comfortable pair of shoes to wear in my opinion, especially considering how lightweight they are. And then of course you have the X-Fly plate, which is kind of this one-piece sole plate heel counter. Very similar arguably to the Sprint frame from the Adizero. It seems to be a little bit more flexible in my opinion. I have cardboard in there, so it's not very flexible right now, but very, very well constructed. And like I said, from Asics, you're always getting a super comfortable shoe. I haven't worn an Asics shoe yet that was like, wow, this is really, really comfortable. It doesn't have any of that 10mm heel gradient that some of the other Asics boots have, but like I said, the performance out of this shoe, the feel of it, and just how lightweight it is and the solidness of the construction, you really can't go wrong with something like this. And then of course you have that all conical stud pattern, very traditional feel, and just works. So for the most part, I really can't complain about this shoe at all. And then of course durability is one thing they took into consideration, which is something you don't see a lot with speed boots. You can see the actual upper is riveted to the sole plate, so sole separation is not something that I'm too worried about on this particular model, even considering it is a lightweight shoe. So if you're looking for something that's lightweight, that's probably going to give you a little bit of a longer lifespan, the X-Fly K is probably one of those shoes you should take a look at. But that's pretty much it as far as my picks for January 2013, guys. I apologize if it was a little bit long. Wanted to get a little bit of detail in there at least. But that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed these picks, if you want to see more of these pick videos, because like I said, I want to do them every month, but given that you guys actually want to watch them, so like I said, if you could leave a like on the video just to support this particular series, and of course leave a comment, let me know, what do you think of my picks? Are there any other shoes that you would have included in this particular video for releases in January, or shoes that you personally just really like to wear right now? I'm always happy to hear your opinions. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you do have any questions not related to the video, feel free to ask those on my Facebook fan page. You can find that link down below in the description. And I also have an Instagram now. My Instagram is VujoJosh. Just like this channel name, you can go ahead and look me up. Or again, the link will be down in the description. Other than that, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos that consist of unboxings, reviews, comparisons, free kicks, all kinds of crazy stuff, some play tests. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.